MLB The Show has baseball for you under the lights at Citizens Bank Park in Philadelphia. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Philadelphia Phillies. The Phillies look for their 7th straight victory next. Jared Eichhoff, the right-hander out of Indiana, will be doing the pitching in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really dependable. Last 3 starts, ERA just under 3.00, and that's some pretty good pitching. Minimizes the amount of walks, keeps his hits down, and if he can do more of the same of that, he should have some pretty good fortune in this one here today.
Into the box now, Kermit, Yellow Horse, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
Drive it deep, Big Doc. Here we go.
Now here's the pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. Crawford gloves it. Throw on to first in time, 1 away. Now a chance to look at the starting 9 for the visiting St. Louis Cardinals. Dero, what's the key in trying to stop their opponent's winning streak?
Matty, you take a look at this lineup, and the one thing that jumps off the page is that they're last in hits in the league. You might be able to get through a long season with 2-3-run homers every now and then, but I'm telling you what, you have no chance of going to the post.
Stepping in, Kermit, Yellow Horse. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
And it's fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Hey, let's go, big fella.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. A swing, and it's popped in the air back behind first. Now a reach, and he takes a tumble here, but hangs on for the first out. And while we have a moment here, let's look at the Phillies' Road to the Show report. 2 guys there that this organization has to be happy about right now.
Play ball. Out. Three. Ball 4. Out. 3.
And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
J.P. Crawford.
Here's the 0-1. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Yellow Horse is right there as he puts this one away. The side is retired. Phillies down in order. We've played 5 full, tied at 1 aside. Stepping up now, Kermit, Yellow Horse. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Kermit, Yellow Horse.
Hey, you can do it. No one better. Let's go.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Towards second.
Find it.
Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Play ball. He's out. 4. Take your break. He's out.
Now at the plate, Kermit, Yellow Horse.
Here we go.
Number 5. Kermit, Yellow Horse.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. late that time for a strike. Nashik has proven to be a guy that throws strikes coming out of the pen and doesn't walk a lot of batters.
Boyd, every manager and pitching coach, Matty V, they love to bring a guy in that they know one thing. He's going to throw strikes and not beat himself. And this guy is certainly not afraid to attack the strike zone. I'll tell you, he just doesn't look comfortable in the box to me tonight. He's been off balance with his swings, and that one completely tied him up.
Hey, your pitch. Drive it deep, huh? Here you go.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive.
Hey, your pitch right here. Let's go.
That was a nasty pitcher's pitch right there. Most guys strike out on that one. He was able to scramble at a little bit and give him another chance, and hopefully this pitcher misses over the heart of the plate.
2 runs, 7 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds.
Hey, I'm biased to the hitter right now. Keep frustrating that pitcher. Foul 12 of these things off. He's going to miss over the heart of the plate at some point.
Hit hard towards center, and that'll make him 1 for 4 in this one.
Boy, that was a strange AB right there, Dero. 7-pitch, 0-2 at bat. Gets the first 2 strikes, then on the 7th pitch, disaster for the pitcher.
Yeah, you'll see that happen about 5 to 10 times all year. You're in straight survival mode, fouling off everything and found the hole.
Come on, kid, let's go.
First offering on its way. A pitch out. The throw. And just great defensive baseball there as they will nail him at second on the pitch out.
Well, they guessed right on the first pitch out. Sometimes you have to wait a pitch or 2 in the at-bat to try that, but they must have had a pretty good idea he was going to be on the move.
Play ball. 3.
Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. 1 run, 5 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. Pulled toward right center field. Calling for it, Yellow Horse makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. They still trail it here 2-1.
Yeah, that's what you want to do when you're playing on the road. Take it right to the home squad and get a win. Now the pressure is off. If they get one of the next 2, the series is theirs.
A 4-1 finish in this evening's game. The Cards came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. Carlos Martinez with his 4th win this season as he turns in 8 strong innings of work. Brett Cecil records the save, his 2nd. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious St. Louis Cardinals. 4 runs on 11 hits. No errors. They left 6 men on base.
There is rain in the area, but we've been given the go-ahead to get this one started tonight. Game 2 of this 3-game series between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Philadelphia Phillies. It's going to be a premier pitching matchup. 2 of the league's hardest throwers go head-to-head next. Rich Mueller will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
One of the things that jumps out if you look at that stat sheet, a very high whip coming into this start. One of the things he's going to have to do a much better job, keep traffic off the bases, keep the walks down, try to limit the amount of hits. He's had a rough go of that so far this year. Let's see if he can turn it around in this one.
Now at the plate, Kermit, Yellow Horse. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. First pitch on its way. Got him to go up the ladder there for strike one. These Phillies, as they enter play here tonight, fellas, they dropped another one last time out, and in fact, they've won just twice in their last 8 tries.
Yeah, Matty, I don't think yesterday's loss should be a focus on this team whatsoever. I think they showered that one off. They had a big winning streak coming into their last game. Dropped that one, but let's see if they start another winning streak today.
Behind 0-2 now. Ready with the 0-2. Now a swing and a miss on the fastball. Then the leadoff man is set down here for the first out of the evening. Now a chance to look at the starting 9 for the visiting St. Louis Cardinals. Dero, how do they lock up a series victory here on the road?
Well, Matt, going into this, looking at both lineups, they're both hot right now and they can both swing the bats. We probably got a slugfest on our hands. What pitcher's going to make the big pitch? A big spot.
Ball 4, take the base. 3. Ball 4, take the base. 8 out, 3. That's ball 4.
And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford. And you can see his home road splits there. He has not fared very well in front of the home crowd, oddly enough.
We got no one.
Franco on second. Alfaro at first with no outs. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Moving under it, Yellow Horse. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
So here's how the Cardinals are positioned defensively. And let's focus on the captain of the defense, Yadier Molina. Future Hall of Famer, ability to control a pitching staff and shut down the opposition's running game.
Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera. He could really open this lead up early if he can deliver here with the bases loaded. The 0-1 offering. High and deep to right center. Yellow Horse ranging back. 1 run is scored. Now a third runner heading for the plate. And a relay to the plate. And it's not in time. He's safe. As on the play, 3 runs come across to score.
Bases loaded, and he was looking to drive them all in the second he stepped into the box. Puts a big swing on this thing, and the ball just gets down to the wall, allowing everyone to come around and score. He'll take a 3-run double every day of the week.
Hey, ball 4, take the base.
Striding in, Kermit, Yellow Horse. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going, so what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
We need you right here, one time.
First pitch on its way. Way behind that pitch, it's 0-1. Despite possessing some of the nastiest stuff in the big leagues, Mueller just has not been able to put together the pieces the way I'm sure he'd like to. It's been a disappointing year for him.
I know everyone loves the long ball, Matty, but this is why I pay the price of a ticket right here. 2 of the game's best, 2 of the hardest throwers competing at the top of their game. Dan, you have to love this stuff.
You know, Dero, we thought coming into this one it was going to be a low-scoring affair. Both of these pitchers look like they're locked in early, and runs are going to be really difficult to come by. They both look like they're on point so far.
Hey, looking for yours now. Come on, kid.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
Really good pitch right there. So you're moving the ball all around the strike zone, and then what do? You come in. That's a hard pitch for any hitter to do anything with. Just really makes it difficult to get that bat head out.
Let's play ball. Three. Out. Three. He's out. You're out. 4-4. Take your break. Out. Three. Out. He's out.
So striding forward now, Kermit, Yellow Horse. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat.
Good pitch. Right here. Let's go, kid. Let it fly.
A windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Cardinals. They need to get something cooking here. It's 7-0. Digging in, Odubel Herrera. He was retired via the ground ball last time up.
Odubel Herrera.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Moving under it, Yellow Horse. And that retires the side. So they go down without a whimper here. We're through 6 full. The Phillies lead it 7-1. Now batting, Kermit, Yellow Horse.
Number 5, Kermit, Yellow Horse.
All right, one time here.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Pitch to the plate is a sinker for a called strike 1.
Hey, you can tell by the look on that manager's face, he's obviously frustrated right now. But it's a long season. You're going to have a lot of ebbs and flows with your offense.
One time, right here.
Does he take a step back and relax a little bit, or does he call a team meeting right after this one?
1-1. Two out, nobody on.
Hey, come on now, big dog. Get your pitch.
This one's down to third. Franco has it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. They're down 7-1.
7th inning, correct.
Riding in once again,
Now
TJ Cisneros. Couple of walks for him thus far. Hernandez aboard here at first with nobody out. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Moving under it, Yellow Horse makes the play, 1 away.
Let's play ball.
9-out save. That's 3 full innings. You don't see that very often these days. It's awfully nice to have a guy in the back end of your bullpen that can pitch that kind of work.
10-1, the final lopsided score in this ball game. The Phils jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Rich Mueller earns the win, his second, as he allows only 2 hits in 5+ innings of work. Alex Reyes was unable to work out of the second inning as he saddled with the loss. Jared Sedenquist takes the rare 3-inning save, his first of the year. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Philadelphia Phillies. 10 runs, 7 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 27 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
Daytime baseball from the home of the Phils since 2004, Citizens Bank Park in Philadelphia. Today, the third and final game in this 3-game series between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Philadelphia Phillies. It's Phillies baseball next on the show. Jason Lake starts the game on the mound for the third and final game of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Well, Matt, you hate to go into game thinking that you're going to have to get the bullpen involved, but you may have to with this guy on the mound. He's not known for going very deep into games. Very rarely does he go 6 innings or more, so this very well could be one of those Johnny Holstaff days.
Leading off
in now, Kermit Yellowhorse. He will lead
right
this one off today.
Kermit Yellowhorse.
Now here it comes. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. Dan, D-Row, these Phillies, as they begin play here today, well, they've been on a pretty good roll of late. Winners of 7 of their last 8 ball games.
What an opportunity to get a chance to put our eyeballs on one of the best teams in baseball right now. This team has played so well. Their manager has been on point. Every move he makes is working. Timely hitting, great defense, good bullpen. The starters have been on point. This is going to be special.
Hey, get your pitch up there and do something with it. Let's go.
Weak grounder back
Hard 90,
to the
hard
mound.
90.
Throw to first is in time for the first out. Now a chance to look at the starting 9 for the visiting St. Louis Cardinals. D-Row, daytime road game for them. What you got?
Yeah, Matty, you take a look at this lineup. The one thing that jumps out is the fact that they are last in stolen bases. They are station to station trying to hit the ball out of the ballpark, trying to get in good counts and drive the baseball out of the yard to create.
Standing in, A.J. Pollock. He went deep in the contest last night.
A.J. Pollock.
The 1-2. Heading out towards shallow right. And that'll get down for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Nothing fires me up more than watching an offensive player stay inside of baseball and drive it the other way.
Hey, ball. Out. Hey, out. Out. 3. Out. 3. 3.
Come on, guy, get your pitch up.
Ready now, Kermit Yellowhorse. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result. That's his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
First delivery to him on the way. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
Hey, you got it. No one better. Let's go.
From the belt, kicks and deals. He couldn't catch up with the gas that time.
Little hesitation right there by the batter.
Hey,
it was great execution by the pitcher down and away. But that looked like a late swing. Could have been sitting on something else.
Now a fastball here that'll wisely lay off, and it's 1-2.
Decided to go with a fastball there on 0-2, but what he's trying to do with that pitch is to expand the strike zone. Maybe you get a guy to offer at it, but at the very least, it helps set up your off-speed stuff.
Count still at 1-2. Weaver stands at first with one out.
It's your pitch, huh?
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
In a double play situation, you kind of expect most pitches to be down in the zone, hoping for a ground ball. So that was an interesting pitch selection to go up in the zone. I think he caught him off guard a little bit.
Let's play ball.
Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera. He's been a factor in the series with 5 RBIs on 3 hits. High in the air out towards shallow right. Yellow Horse is going to get there. 1 away.
Play ball. Out. Out. 3. Out. He's out. Out. 4-4. Take the break.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go. Kermit, Yellow Horse. It's been an 0-for-2 effort for him to this point. Here comes the first pitch. No balls and 1 strike.
Hey, let it fly up there, huh? Hey, grip it and rip it, kid. Let's go.
Here's a late swing and a miss. Strike 2.
The discipline has just been completely absent from this offense. Seems like they're always finding themselves behind the count, and a big reason why is they're swinging at all.
Threw it right past him. A swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. 1 left for the Cardinals. Halfway home, all even at 1 apiece.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please.
Leading off the inning, Kermit, Yellow Horse, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
Hey, get a good one. Get a good piece on it, huh? Let's go.
Here comes the first pitch. There's a breaking ball fouled off to the left for strike 1.
Hey, here we go. Come on now. One time.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Hey, boys, although I'd love to get all over this offense for underachieving, let's tip our cap to this pitching staff right here. They've been able to execute, working all 4 quadrants and keeping this team totally off balance.
Got him, and he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time.
Well, we'll see a lot of these power arms coming out of the bullpen in these days, but it doesn't make it any less impressive to me. I love watching guys come in and blow smoke right by guys.
Play ball. Out. He's out. 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 4-4. Take the base.
Well, as a former pitcher, you know I love these low-scoring games as opposed to those slugfest. This was like a throwback game when home runs weren't so common and pitching was really dominant. No complaints here.
3-1 the final score this afternoon. The Phillies used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Jason Lake notches his 3rd win of the year. Thomas Lustig earns the save out of the bullpen, his 15th of the campaign. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for